First of all, Ariel's not white. The actual writer's name was Hans Christian Andersen. He wrote Little Mermaid as a representation of his angst towards a unrequited love for a straight man. That means Hans Christian Andersen's gay. So first of all y'all white people should be really turned off by Little Mermaid from that idea, but whatever, we're going to be hypocrites when white people say it's cool to be gay. That's fine. So, number two. It's a mythological fucking creature. And y'all can say all y'all want about, y'all be mad if we change the color of your nationality's characters. Scarlett Johansson played Motoko Kusanagi. A white man played Ryu in the first Street Fighter. A white man played Goku. Fuck. A white man played Light Yagami in the fucking Jesus Christ Death Note movie. We live in a society where everybody wants to blame the culture when everybody goes against it. I guarantee you, no one had an issue when niggas was wearing blackface in black and white movies because it was culturally fine. Can we stop trying to blame the fact that, let's be real, name one of these bitches out here that can sing like Ariel. Name one of these white women, not bitches, excuse me. Name one of these Caucasian young female actresses that have the pipes to bust an Ariel. And then you say Ariana Grande. I dare you to say Ariana Grande so I can smack you with that she's not white. And just leave you, like, realistically speaking, it's not that she's not white, it's that she's black. Can we stop? Y'all was tripping on Catwoman, and that was some bullshit, because another person, Halle Berry, played a pretty decent Catwoman. It was just a shitty movie as a whole. Y'all talk shit about fucking Samuel L. Jackson when they converted over fucking Nick Fury. And let's be 100, Nick Fury was originally white. But even the creator was like, nah, I visualized Samuel L. Jackson when I thought Nick Fury. And it's exhausting. It's constantly exhausting to hear people say, this is racist, when some black person says a white person did something wrong. We can say Donald Trump can call fucking scum countries and we call them racist, and they're like, that's not racist. But they just hashtag not my Ariel. Not my Ariel was the largest hashtag on 4th of July. So white people spent their entire 4th of July being mad at niggas. Matter of fact, I would have been cool if Not My Ariel would have been the biggest thing on Juneteenth. Then I could be like, well, y'all fucking hate us anyways. Whatever, it's cool. This will just remind us on a good day. Y'all stopped your barbecues. Y'all stopped your bobbing for apples. Y'all stopped all your weird shit just to write you don't like that black girls. And I'm not even sure, is she even like fully black? Like, I'm not even saying that. That doesn't even matter. But y'all are really mad because this girl is on this fucking movie. Y'all don't say shit. Y'all really justified Scarlett Johansson playing a woman whose name was Motoko Kusanagi. Y'all justified Bulma being played by a chick that I swear to God I thought was Hilary Duff for the first 60 minutes of that movie. Y'all justified every other culture being a race, every other culture being a different color. Y'all literally changed the entire premise of a well-loved manga and well-loved anime in Death Note just to justify having a white protagonist. And the worst part about it is, y'all could have just did a live-action Full Metal Alchemist and that would have made sense because the protagonist of Full Metal Alchemist is European. They're German. They're all German. Edward and Alphonse Elric are German. So that would have made sense. They're not Japanese. That would have been cool as fuck. Because you could be like, okay, we don't whitewash animes. We actually pick animes that are based in America. That's why we can use American actors and have them speak full English with no kind of concept of dialect or reference to phrasing. Because that's another thing. So many fucking jokes and references of animes and mangas get completely lost in translation when you put them in English. Because nothing personal, they're weird. We don't get cultural references. That's like saying horse-drawn fucking covered wagon to a fucking Korean kid. Not to sound racist, but for a good period of time, that wasn't a physically existent object, so it wasn't a thing. That's why if you listen to a lot of songs in different languages, there's English words in Japanese songs. There's no fucking word for that. And if there's a fucking word, it doesn't rhyme as good as the English word. Get over yourselves. But back to back. Let's go back to the beginning of this. First and foremost, I'm not going to say this to white people, because not all white people. When I say white people, I'm not even saying specifically Caucasian Americans or European Americans. I'm saying white nationalists. Can y'all stop, please? gotta stop. Because first of all, I'm gonna say this, and this might be the realest thing you'll ever hear in your life. Black people are American culture. We are all of American culture. We are everything except for basketball and football. That's not even a joke. Those are like really the two culturally things we actually culturally appropriate in basketball from you people. So that's the funniest shit. If you ever think about it, black appropriation of white culture was stealing basketball. Because y'all motherfuckers will never be better than us. And not even us, because I'm terrible at basketball. I'm blind as fuck. But that's not the point. Same thing with football. Those are the only two things, realistically speaking, white nationalist culture may have even invented, in a sense. When you go down the line, the foods, the musics, the arts, stories, hell, films. Some of our best films, some of our best written scripts, some of our best comedians. They're black. They're minorities. We make your food. You can say Taco Bell is the best Mexican food ever, but that's because Taco Bell is the closest the white people ever get to Mexican food sometimes. Because if I was to tell you some shit that was some fucking food I've had before, like cow cheek, love that shit. I can't hand that shit to most people in regular culture because they're gonna look at me and see it as like a weirdness. But that's the issue. The issue is this: I need to stop thinking everything is your culture. Little Mermaid is not your culture. Little Mermaid was free market that Disney snatched up like they've done every other fucking movie. Even The Lion King is fucking Hamlet. Google the storyline. Fuck it. Long story short, I got off track. Seriously, leave this chick alone. She didn't do anything wrong. She got a job. For fuck's sakes, why is that a problem? I don't never hear anybody getting mad when let's be real, let's be honest, there are mentally disabled actors. But y'all will hire a regular dude to play that guy in a wheelchair instead of the guy in a wheelchair. You will try to send every piece of CGI on the planet under the sun to give a role to a more famous actor, regardless of the race. I'm not even going to use race on this one. But let's be real, most of the higher famous, most highest paid ones are not black or Hispanic. Or definitely not Asian. Like, let's be really on paper. If we were really going to be mad for a culture right now for getting fucked over in movies, it's Asian people. Like, every Asian people. Like, only you're, like, it's offensive. How many stolen roles? Like, how many insanely, it's fucking absurd. But, fuck. Like, I'm sorry, we're going to pause on black people for a second. I got to give that one out. Asian people got fucked. Because they don't get shit. Their representation and entertainment is so fucking low. They've got Amy Wong and fucking the people attached to her. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. I know other people are just... I'm kind of drunk right now. No, but seriously, no, that's a culture. No, think about it. Name 15 Asian actors. You can't. Name 20 black actors. You can. Name 50 white actors. I guarantee you can. Name 20 Hispanic actors, and I guarantee you all of them played a gang member at one point in time. There's a dude, I shit you not, who's played the role Hector 17 times. And you guys are fine with that. That's not racist at all. Let him play gang member Hector, or gang leader Hector, or Cholo Hector. That's not even a joke. These are literally roles he played. And y'all fine with that. It's fine when a black kid's a little, car thief, or when the little black girl's a 15-year-old mother, or she's learning how to do some special skill from some white lady who noticed she had a chance in life. Y'all fine with that shit. But when it shows a movie that literally can operate on nothing else but physical fucking talent, y'all know the Little Mermaid storyline. They're not going to rewrite the shit. It's going to be a shot for shot. Just like The Lion King's going to be a shot for shot. Aladdin's a shot for shot. For fuck's sakes, I don't even know why y'all paying for these movies, but fuck it, whatever. This movie's going to take sheer talent. I don't care what you guys think, what everybody thinks about, the color. She doesn't have to be a redhead. She wasn't even a redhead in the story. These are not physical representations that Hans Christian Andersen chose. And even if you did choose them, it's called creative license in the free market. This is a free market idea. Disney didn't create The Little Mermaid. The Little Mermaid was so old that literally anyone could create The Little Mermaid. So get the fuck over yourselves. And finally, y'all need to stop acting like brand Brandy and Cinderella wasn't the greatest Disney adaptation to a live-action film yet. And that shit is like 15 years old. And if y'all have never seen it, it's impossible to find. I think they destroyed it. But yes, Brandy, Moesha, played Cinderella in a live-action adaptation of Cinderella a decade ago. And up to this day, there has not been an adaptation or a remake of a Disney film that has beaten that shit hands down. Y'all can throw out your Aladdins, y'all can throw out your Jungle Books, you can throw out your fucking Lion Kings, fuck y'all. They did an entirely recreated script into a musical adaptation of an original, of a free market idea. That's good. So fuck y'all, get over yourselves. This chick can sing, she has a talent, she's a good actress. It has nothing to do with the color of her skin. Y'all justify Scarlett Johansson playing a Japanese woman. Fuck? The fuck? Like seriously. Like you justify Scarlett Johansson playing a Japanese woman. We got 3 Thor movies before we got a Black Panther. Correction, we got 3 Captain Americas, 3 Thors, and 3 Iron Mans before we got 1 Black Panther. Get the fuck over yourself. Stop trying to make everything about race. Sometimes the person with talent just so happens to not be white. Like, this don't gotta be what if we made a fucking Emma Stone the lead actress in a reboot of The Color Purple? No, fuck you. The Little Mermaid is not a racially motivated storyline. It's not a culturally sensitive or historical narrative. It's a poem that a gay dude wrote to some straight dude he was kind of digging. Not even metaphorically. It's literally what it was. So if y'all really gonna have an issue with this, let's go back to the fact that we're not using the original story and it's very manipulated to be child friendly. And focus on remembering historical literature for what it was. Instead of worrying about whether or not, you know, the star of the Little Mermaid can stand outside of the sun without suntan lotion. Like, who fuck? Y'all hurting our country. Y'all was wrong with our country. Give me a second. I'm still yelling. Y'all was wrong with our country. Really have a problem with someone else playing or doing something. I never hear a single fucking person complain about any black or Hispanic athlete scoring a point or winning the game. Let them kneel because they believe something's wrong. And they're criminals. They're hated. They're monsters. But let the white guy kneel because he's against abortion. And openly said he's kneeling against the flag because he doesn't support a country that supports abortion. While Colin Kaepernick blatantly stated this has nothing to do with the flag, the military, or anybody of the government. This is just a representation of how you guys can view me. This is my most viewer time. This is something I can grab. But we live in a country where one's seen as a hero and one's seen as a monster. Literally, one's career is blown up because of that one action. Can we stop acting like we're not racist dogs? We're dogs. We're just animals like every fucking other thing on the road. And when we get hit by a car, we're roadkill just like the possum. So, if we can just stop acting holier than thou, you're going to be an asshole. Be honest why you're an asshole. You're an asshole because you're racist. You're racist because realistically speaking, you think this person will look better. Physically. You're not thinking of musical talent. You're not thinking of age at fucking all. You're not thinking of fucking acting ability. You're thinking of yourself. And y'all the reason why movies suck nowadays. Because nothing personal. I heard live action Ghost in the Shell. I'm still on that. And I was hyped until the minute Scarlett Johansson's name came out. Now, I'm not dissing Scarlett Johansson. She's a great actress. And she would have played that role really cool if that was the role of a European woman. But don't get mad because we get Black Panther when y'all got 9 fucking movies with almost no black cast in it. At all. Like, really go back and go through Thor, fucking Captain America, and fucking Iron Man. Go back and look at the list. The only main black characters are Idris Elba, fucking Idris Elba. That's it. Like, really sit there and count. Go down the list. Iron Man 1, Iron Man 2, Iron Man 3. Who's the black actor? Oh, sorry. We got Don Cheadle for 2 movies, kinda, yeah. And he was kind of like a douche through both of them. And then we had, what's that nigga name? Empire. What's that nigga's name? Empire? Terrence Howard. And nothing personal. That was a weird pick. He didn't do bad. That was a weird pick. Don Cheadle should have been off the bat. But we had Don Cheadle as a side character who eventually gets paralyzed from the waist down, in a sense. That's him. We had our one main Marvel lead character gets snapped out of existence. We do get a black Captain America, but we were destined to get a black Captain America. Let's be real, it's actually in the comic canon. But let's really sit back. So, in 3 Iron Man movies, we get 2 black guys playing the same fucking role. Now we're going to go through the Captain America movies. One of the Howling Commandos. And fucking the Falcon. That's it. That's it. A side character again. A sidekick. A literal sidekick again. Then we get Thor. Heimdall. That's it. That's the fuck it. Heimdall. And y'all bitched about that. Y'all were mad as fuck that I just haven't played Heimdall. We got one in every one of the first 3 Marvel fucking cinematic franchise movies. And y'all really mad about Ariel? Name the black character in Toy Story. It's Mr. Potato Head. And he's Steve Harvey, at best. Let's be real. If you're going to metaphorically describe who is going to be the black character in fucking Toy Story, it's him or Slinky Dog. And neither of them get really much respect. They're really the gag end of jokes. Cars, the biggest stereotype. Y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Y'all need to chill. Let this woman make a bad movie before you talk about it. Don't ruin a good film because y'all decide y'all don't want to give a person an opportunity. And finally, fuck, who cares? Peace.